Well, welcome everyone to Habitat Now, episode 2. So excited to be talking to Leticia Gonzalez, who is the president of the West Sunnyslope Neighborhood Association and Block Watch. I had the privilege and opportunity of knowing you for some years and just seeing things kind of flourish from the ground up. So, welcome. So, what can
Thank
you
you.
just tell us a little bit about you and what you got going on these last couple years?
Thank you. I really appreciate that introduction. Well, it's been quite a ride. A lot of things have changed, but what hasn't changed is the community that we live in, just the efforts that we're putting in. So many more people are coming in and noticing our community, such as Habitat for Humanity.
Yeah, awesome. So glad about the partnership with Habitat. It's been a long time coming, and there's been such a buzz amongst the Sunny Slope community about what's happening with Sunny Slope and Habitat. So it's really great. So, Leticia, tell us just a little bit about the history that you know as regards to Sunny Slope and some of its significance in the city of Phoenix.
Well, I haven't lived in the community very long, and by very long, I mean since 2014. There's people who have lived in Sunny Slope, oh my gosh, for like over 50 or 60 years, and that's so exciting to hear them talk about how things used to be. But I also know that Sunny Slope was a community that was started for people that had TB,
Hmm.
tuberculosis, and that was like a healing place for them. So that's where they would come, and because of them, I guess John C. Lincoln was built in that community. It's very eclectic. There's
Yeah.
definitely a lot to see in Sunny Slope. There's not, what people call your subdivisions or cookie cutter homes. That's not what you'll find in Sunny Slope. Everything is so unique. It's so amazing. It's just wonderful.
Yeah.
And the views are amazing. I mean, the slopes, the hills, it's just great.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And it's not just because we love Sunny Slope and we're biased. It's actually true. Like, it's an amazing place. Um, my family we were driving through Sunny Slope just last weekend, and my daughter, she's 4, she looks out the window and she sees the big S on the mountain. And she's like, Daddy, there's an S on that
Oh
mountain.
my
And I'm like,
God.
yes, baby, that's for Sunny Slope. And she was like, Sunny Slope? So I'm like, yeah. So it's just awesome to see like those landmarks and like you mentioned the people from all walks of life. You have people that have been here not very long, but then
Hmm.
people that have roots here, been
Oh,
here
yes.
50, 60 years.
Generations.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. And they absolutely care about the community. And so it's really cool to get to work with those folks. So tell us a little bit about the work that you're doing through West Sunny Slope Neighborhood Association and getting to work with some of these residents and people that have a vested interest in the prosperity of Sunny Slope.
Well, the synergy when we partner up, we started partnering up with Mountain View Elementary School, which is
Hmm.
like right in our neighborhood. And then the other neighborhood associations around us, including the business associations such as the Hub and the North Mountain Business Alliance. It's just been great. But because of all those um, joint partnerships, we were able to partner up with Habitat for Humanity, and now they're coming to revitalize our neighborhood, which is much much needed. And we're just so excited to see all the changes that are happening in our neighborhood. The community is just excited, and the people, I mean, the residents are just, I can't believe it. It's just
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
And it's such a great neighborhood, because it's like we're surrounded by North Mountain, to the
Hmm.
north of us, and then to the south of us, we have the canal.
Hmm.
And then to the west of us, we have large businesses, industries that a lot of people are not even familiar with. So we have like, the residents have the ability to like pretty much walk to work if they
Hmm.
wanted to, because there's just so many opportunities. And then of course on Hatcher, there's a lot of the mom and pop businesses,
Hmm.
small
Hmm.
businesses. So we're just so excited. It's just such a great, great place, really.
Yeah. And it's so interesting that like by painting a home, by planting new flowers, by repairing a roof, right? And Habitat coming in and giving a hand up, not a hand out, right? So
Hmm.
like there's this misnomer that, oh yeah, I could get a Habitat house and they're just gonna give me a free house. I'm gonna
Right,
wake up
right.
with like all this prettiness in my life, but it's not that. It is like I said, a hand up, not a hand out. And so But it's just so really interesting and cool that these practical ways to help people revitalize their properties, which revitalizes the neighborhood, really revitalizes and rejuvenates their attitudes.
Their soul, yes.
Yeah, and the
Yes.
excitement. And it's like, it's kind of like dusting off the mantle and be like, wow, there's a really nice grade of wood under there. And that's what I kind of see Sunnyslope that way. Like, there's some issues, right, that we're
Absolutely.
working through. Um, but as we partner with Habitat and the Hub and different entities, like what you're doing with West Sunnyslope and the school that you mentioned, we get to dust off the dust that has settled on Sunnyslope and really rediscover the beauty that's there. And that's really a great opportunity.
Well, what really touches my heart is when I talk to people, the love that they truly feel for their community, including people like you, who you work there or work close by and may not live actually in the actual area, but yet are always keeping an ear out,
Right.
always trying to help out and bring some positive into our
Yeah.
area. And it's just so exciting. And it just touches my heart how people, when they talk about Sunnyslope and want to do something for Sunnyslope, they really do it with all their heart, and it's
Yeah.
just so exciting, just touching.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is such a good thing. So one of the things that is really just kind of a staple of everything that Habitat does is it builds momentum, right? And that's because people, I think, is because they catch the vision, they understand the mission, and they want to be a part of something that's happening, something that's moving, something that's great.
Or bigger than themselves, something that
Exactly.
it's also tangible, that they can see that, like, oh, I help, that house used to, look horrible, and now,
Yes.
thanks to the help of the community, thanks to the help of our partners, it's a wonderful house. And when you keep that going, like the broken glass window theory, like, if you just let it go, then everything else just comes, the blight comes in.
Yeah.
But when you fix something, something as little as a window, then, positive comes in.
Awesome. So tell all of our viewers and listeners how they can get involved in the partnership between Habitat for Humanity and Sunnyslope.
Well, there are several ways. We're still accepting donations for the projects that we're building in our community. We are amazed that we were able to raise $200,000, and I think it was less than 2 years or a year or something
Yeah.
like that. It was just amazing. And of course, also volunteering. You can volunteer your time. No experience necessary. Come and learn how to paint or do some landscaping or whatever. There's always a need for volunteers to help out. I believe we're also trying to do like a cleanup in the area. So, get to know some of our streets and the people. It's just amazing when a lot of people think, oh, cleanups, I'm not going to get dirty, but they're fun. I don't know. For some reason, when you're out there working with the people, you get energized,
Right.
and I guess getting some of the sunshine and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the sunshine, the donuts, the coffee,
course.
and the camaraderie of just being with other people,
Exactly.
like-minded people. Yeah, it is such a great opportunity. So there's some information on your screen on how you can get involved. Just go to the website. It's very user-friendly. Just follow all the prompts, fill out all the necessary documentation, and you can be on our team to help us continue to revitalize Sunnyslope. So, Leticia, thank you so much for coming out, for just your heart posture towards the community. And my sincere hope is that there's other little Leticias that are being groomed right now that will keep this thing going for decades to come. So
That's
thank
very
you.
sweet. Thank you. No, my pleasure. I love being here. Anytime I talk about Sunnyslope, I just get so excited because I love that community. I just do. It's
Awesome.
beautiful.
Thank you.